We are live and direct. I go by the name of DJ Delz, and alongside me, we've got the one and only. Do we have technical difficulties? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Introduce yourself. I can hear you.
It's Night Serpent.
Night Serpent. So we're going to do the pay-per-view predictions for Hell in a Cell. Starting with the pre-show match, Chad Gable, Shelton Benjamin versus the Hype Bros. What's your thoughts on this?
It's just a throwaway match.
Yeah. I mean, do you even care to see this match? I don't.
I care so much that I'm not going to watch it.
Maybe the Hype Bros will actually beef with each other by the end of the match. I can see that happening.
Probably.
So that's about it. I'm sure Chad and Shelton Benjamin will win the match. Next, we got Randy Orton versus Rusev.
Again?
Mm-hmm. Have they faced each other?
Yeah. Was it SummerSlam or something? That Randy Orton
squashed he buried him in like 2 seconds.
That's terrible.
Can you imagine if they did that again?
I bet they do.
I could see WWE doing something like that.
Yep.
But I'm going to go with Rusev. You're going with Randy Orton?
Yeah, just because I know it's going to be something stupid.
I really think they may do that again with Rusev. He walks in, RKO, game over. Let's hope not. Because I like Rusev.
That's why they're going to do it.
What happened?
I said that's why they're going to do it, because we like them.
Of course, because they don't want to give us what we like, right?
Yep.
Next, we got Dolph Ziggler versus Bobby Roode. Thoughts?
Garbage.
What's your thoughts on Bobby Roode altogether?
Well, I mean, they made him a face, and that was stupid. And yeah, they're just building him up. It's kind of like the way they built up Shinsuke with going through these weird little rankings or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And Dolph is just like a throwaway guy at this point, so they're just using him to build up Rude.
I think they messed up with Shinsuke. They should have brought him in and got a title on him very fast. I think that was a big mistake.
Yep.
Hopefully they, don't do the same thing with Asuka.
It doesn't sound like they're gonna make that same mistake again.
Because Asuka's awesome. I'm a huge fan of Asuka. So we'll see. What's your thoughts though on prediction-wise with this match?
It's gonna be Bobby Roode.
Yeah, it makes no sense for Dolph to win. I feel like Dolph is on his way out. This is just his last hurrah, What's your opinion on this whole thing he's doing lately? With him walking in with other gimmicks?
It's dumb.
Yeah, it's silly.
It's so dumb. Whoever came up with this idea should be fired immediately. I offended the Ultimate Warrior's wife.
Oh, she was tight. She was pissed off about that. Because she was in the front row, supposedly, with her kids. So she wasn't feeling that one bit,
I bet you it was Dolph's stupid idea.
Well, the problem was he had some rude comment after where he was I don't know exactly what he said, but he kind of dissed Ultimate Warrior when he went in the ring, oh, this is stupid, a stupid gimmick or something, mocking it all. that's where he took it too far because people are super sensitive. Like, I mean, you know how sensitive people are now.
Yup.
People get so upset. Cam Newton is getting tore up on Twitter. You see what happened with Cam Newton?
I heard, but I didn't really read into
He
it. I
was like,
just saw it.
this woman was interviewing him and asked like a sports question, and he was like, oh, I can't believe I'm hearing this kind of question from a woman. So the internet's on fire right now. Like, #1 trending. People are pissed. I mean, really, really fucking pissed right now. It's like, I mean, yeah, it's not right what he said, but chill. You know, I mean, he is a sports guy.
He has been hit in the head quite a few times.
Uh-huh.
You got to give him some leeway for that.
People just need to chill out a little bit. Like, I mean, even if it's offensive, just chill. I don't understand it, but I don't think it's going to get any better. It's just going to keep getting worse and worse with people being so sensitive all the time. By the way, if you're watching, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, and make sure to check out Nate's channel. That will be it's already linked in the description box below right now. So subscribe to his channel. We're trying to get him to, where are you trying to get to right now?
1,000 after 3 years.
So if you're watching, subscribe to his channel. Let's get him to 1,000 subscribers, and that will be linked in the description box below.
If I get to 1,000 subscribers, I will make an entire video topless just for you.
Okay,
internet.
so I'm unsubscribing to him right now, and that's 3 channels I'm unsubscribing. So next we got the women's championship belt, Natalya versus Charlotte Flair. What do you think?
I would like Charlotte to win just because it's very long overdue.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Natalya needs to win because I feel that Money in the Bank cash-in coming soon. And I don't want that to happen to Charlotte. So I would prefer Natalya to win so that she gets cashed in on.
I think that something's telling me Charlotte's gonna win, but I'm gonna pick Natalya. I'm gonna pick Natalya. It's weird how they're working with Charlotte lately. She was so big at one point. I think they should have never made her like a face. She's such a great heel, you know?
That's another weird thing, but I feel like she probably I feel like she wanted to do this.
What, become a baby face?
Yeah, I feel like she didn't necessarily want to be like front and center in the women's division like she was, because she was the star.
Oh, she was the top woman in the division. I mean, she was running things basically. There was no one messing with her.
I feel like she wanted to take a break.
In ring work was fantastic, but now it's just so bland. You know, she needs to be the bad guy. It's like Flair. I don't want to see Flair as the good guy. Ric Flair.
Yep, especially now.
Ric Flair actually announced that he slept with 10,000 women. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, and all these sites and blogs trying to figure out how that's possible.
Well, if he was to do that, it would be him having sex with da-da-da-da-da-da this amount of times a day.
3.6 women per week. It's like, really, man? Why y'all even taking your time with this?
Leave that man alone.
It's his own fault, though. He almost dies, and then he lives and starts talking like all this junk. So
he loves talking that talk. Like, remember he said he had sex with Holly Berry, and then Holly Berry was like, I don't even know who Ric Flair is. I mean, I don't know if that's true. How can you not know who Ric Flair is?
Everybody knows who that is.
Who do you think is a bigger superstar, Ric Flair or Hulk Hogan?
Ric Flair, no doubt, because he was the bad guy.
I don't know. That's a tough debate. If you're watching this, leave that in the comment box. Who do you think? Because Hulk Hogan really is just an American icon. I mean, Rick is too, you know, but it's hard to call that.
I feel like when you think about it now, when you see all these like up and coming artists and like not in music and entertainment, everyone says their idol is Ric Flair. Everyone.
Yeah, like LeBron James. He's a huge Ric Flair guy.
So it's hard to dispute it. You don't hear people saying, I wanted to be just like Hulk Hogan. No, everybody wanted to have the
people used
watches,
to say that. They just don't want to say it no more.
And the cars.
Because Hulk Hogan turned into, like, I don't even know what he turned into. Racist / weirdo. And I loved Hulk Hogan as a kid, man. But he just, man, he went off the deep.
I'm not saying Hogan is not one of the greatest. I'm just saying when you put Hogan and Flair next to each other, 99 out of 100 people will pick Flair.
Who had the better theme song, Ric Flair or Hulk Hogan?
Come on, Hogan had like one of the best theme songs.
Okay. All right. I agree with you on that. I think, would you say that's the best theme song ever in wrestling?
I mean, you mention it, and it's stuck in my head now. So
yeah. What would you say is the second best theme song?
I don't know, because I heard a lot of like. See, when I think of best, I think of the most recognizable theme songs. So, I think of the Rock's theme song.
Yeah,
when you hear that,
that's definitely up there.
And then, of course, the glass shattering.
Stone Cold.
Always know Stone Cold's about to come out.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But I will say one of my favorites is Y2J's original theme with the countdown.
Yeah.
I used to love that.
The new version's good though too. I like his the new to break the walls down. That shit is.
I don't know how he hasn't got a Fozzy song as his theme song.
That's not him singing that?
I don't think so.
Really? I thought it was.
There's a generic music department WWE has.
Yeah.
That they just do all these songs.
Some of them are horrible. Like Big Cass, Big Cass's song they gave him 2 songs. Those things were horrible. And what about the guy?
I heard some
Bray Wyatt. One of the Bray Wyatts had a really bad one. Not Bray Wyatt's, the Wyatt family. What was the guy? He's got a bald head and a beard. What the hell?
Eric Rowan.
Eric Rowan shit was horrible. Sound like some Chinese music or something like that. Sounded terrible. Absolutely horrible. Let's get to the next match, which is going to be in Hell in a Cell. We've got the New Day versus the Usos. What's your prediction?
I predict it will be the match of the night.
I do too.
Because of course it will be. And I'm going to go with the Usos this time.
Usos won. Oh, no, they lost the titles.
Yeah, New Day has it right now.
Uh-huh.
So I'm saying
and they
Usos.
Say this is going to be the last run with them. That's what they said.
Yeah, just like it was the last Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn match, right?
I'm not feeling how they did that again. They sparked that up again.
Of course they did.
I would like to see them become cool again, but I like seeing Kevin Owens with like a companion, you know, like a side person, you know.
Yeah, but right now they're doing that whole Kevin Owens is a psychopath thing. So
Oh yeah, with
Shane.
McMahon.
So they're not. We'll talk about that when we get there, though.
Yes. Yeah, we will. So hold on one second. So you're saying who's gonna win? The Usos?
The Usos are gonna win this one.
I'm gonna say that New Day is gonna win because I feel like WWE wants the belts on New Day because they sell more merch. But I would like the Usos to win because I actually really like the Usos. That gimmick slowly got like better and better and better. And now I dig it completely.
You know why that gimmick got over?
Why?
Because of the New Day. Because they working with the New Day.
Yeah, New Day put them over. The New Day definitely helped them.
It helps when the guys in the other corner are your best friends.
What'd you say?
I said it helps when the guys in the other corner are your best friends.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. I mean, they had awesome matches, great promos they cut toward each other. The rap battle was excellent. It was a fun feud. I think down the line it's going to be, a classic. That's my opinion. And next we got Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, where I'm reading, it doesn't say it's going to be in the cell. I hope that's not true.
I don't think it is because I thought I read that it was just a regular match.
That sucks. Who do you got?
Once again, I would hope Shinsuke would win. I think Shinsuke is going to win because they're tired of Jinder.
How do you feel about Jinder with the whole comedy bit now? He's like Mr. Funny Guy now.
Jinder's not funny.
He got a little heat because he was like making like Asian, like making fun of him because he was Asian and shit like that. And once again, just like I was talking about with Cam Newton, I mean, it's wrestling, it's sports. People, that's how it is, I don't know. I think people are a little too sensitive, especially with wrestling. He's the bad guy. He's supposed to be a dick, like he's not supposed to be someone that everyone's going to like. So why can't he be politically incorrect and be a jerk,
I feel like what's going to end up happening, I think they're going to take the belt off Jinder right now just because of the backlash from that.
From the Asian promos and everything?
Yep.
Yeah, they may.
I wouldn't be mad at because I feel like Shinsuke's got a lot of great matches in his future. I think they're going to just take Jinder and he's going to go back to the mid card.
Did you hear that he is not going to be on that Indian WWE tour? India WWE tour?
I did not hear that, but that's really funny.
So all this time, a lot of us that are diehards with this, love to talk and analyze wrestling. We all said, they threw the championship belt on him because of the fact that he is gonna, go on this big tour in India. Now they're announcing that he's not going to be going on that tour.
I bet you it's because he doesn't feel comfortable enough to blend in with actual Indian culture in India because he's Canadian.
No, but it doesn't matter. A job is a job.
I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like because he doesn't, I really do feel like because he doesn't know the culture there because he's never lived there.
Mm-hmm. But he speaks the language.
A little bit.
I mean, it sounds like it does. When he's like, let me speak in my native language or something. And then, he cuts out like Renee Young and he's like, hold on, Renee. Let me speak in my native language. And it's like, I don't speak Indian, so. India.
His native language is that shit that Drake talks in interviews. Hey guys, yeah, everything is great. It's good. Sunshine,
Shout out to
happiness.
Canada. I think that maybe they are taking the belt off him. That's why he's not going to be on that tour. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think they gave up on him after that whole little racism controversy.
See, I thought it was funny. I mean, because he is, and I'm half Asian. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny seeing him being the bad guy. But the problem is where WWE creative messed up is he was always talking about how people are treating him, and there's all this, like with the racism situation. Oh, you don't like me because of how I look. Remember he kept saying that? You don't like me because of how I look. And then now he's making fun of someone else on his looks because he's Asian. Even though they're both Asian, if you think about it, India and Japan
is a part of Asia. It's so dumb. It's
not the Asia versus like, Asia beef.
It's like, I hate you for being racist, but I'm going to be racist towards this guy now.
But I think maybe WWE was like, okay, what we got going on isn't working. Let's try to do something different. But I enjoy him with the Singh brothers. I think it's something different. But I think majority of people do not like Jinder Mahal. I would say it's probably like 90% of people hate Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, it got old real quick because he just doesn't have what it takes, in my opinion.
Moving on to the next match, we got the United States Championship, AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin. What is your thoughts?
I don't know. I mean, I think AJ is going to win, but it's hard because you would think they would try to build up Baron, but all this weird stuff going on with all his little heat and all these rumors about him getting into an argument with the WWE's physician. And
wait a minute, rewind. What? Tell me more about that. I never heard that.
Well, because Baron used to be a football player. And so the WWE was talking about their doctor put everybody in a room, was talking about the whole CTE study thing. And apparently Baron Corbin is very knowledgeable about it because he did play football and he's actually a part of a lawsuit against the NFL for brain-related injuries such as CTE.
Really?
So apparently, in front of everybody, Baron was like basically spitting the facts to this doctor who was trying to dismiss brain injuries like it was nothing, and he got heat because of that.
Wow.
So that's when his decline started, apparently.
I want AJ Styles to win. AJ Styles is my guy. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I love AJ Styles. I don't see him losing because it's AJ Styles and everybody loves AJ Styles.
I mean, the only reason why I think that they would take the belt off him is because they have a better opportunity to, seek with AJ Styles in the future. Maybe have him go do something else. You know what I mean? Like go for a bigger belt.
We need AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura at the next WrestleMania. That's what we need.
Maybe that's what will happen. Maybe Shinsuke will win, AJ will lose, and then it'll set something up with Shinsuke versus AJ. Because what's the next pay-per-view? It's going to be Money in the Bank. Oh, no, is Money in the Bank a Raw
Money in the
pay-per-view?
Bank passed.
No, what's the next pay-per-view? Excuse me.
Is it No Mercy?
Nah, that passed.
Let me ask Google real quick.
Shout out to everyone in the check-in. Shout out to Big Mike, Wrestling Thoughts. Fresh Kicks. We see you.
Survivor Series.
Oh yeah, Dirt. Okay, so that's a big pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's the next co-branded pay-per-view, I think.
So we may see something there. That'd be kind of cool.
No, I think Nakamura and AJ Styles is a pay-per-view match. A WrestleMania match.
Uh-huh. But Survivor Series is a big deal.
It is, but it's not the biggest deal.
It's true. All right, so we're both going with AJ Styles on this one?
Yes.
Yeah. Next we got, and this is the final match, I'm pretty sure. We've got Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon in Hell in a Cell. What's your thoughts?
Hell in a Cell. I mean, it should be obvious. Shane is not going to win.
Nah, it would make no sense for Shane to win.
I think Kevin Owens will probably be the one to take the big bump this time. But I don't think Shane wins.
Shane is going to do some outrageous shit. You know that. In Hell in a Cell.
He will, but he won't do the craziest thing. I guarantee you KO will do it.
I totally disagree with you on this one. Totally disagree. Shane Mac always does the craziest thing. Every match. Name a match where he hasn't done that. Done the crazy spot.
I'm not saying he's not going to do a really crazy spot. I'm saying KO is going to be the one that falls off the top of that cage. Guaranteed.
No way. He's too big, man.
He's done crazy spots like that before. Even in WWE, he had a match with Roman Reigns once. I think it was a U.S. title match or something. He set up this giant tower of chairs.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
And then he fell on it.
Yeah, and it looked really, really dangerous.
He will be taking the big one.
Caught up in, yeah, I remember. Kevin Owens is crazy. What did you think of the whole situation with Vince McMahon? Because we didn't speak about that.
I think it's hilarious that Vince came on TV just to get headbutted and busted open.
Now, do you think that was a real cut, or you think that was something they did backstage?
That was something he did.
Yeah. I don't think a forehead would get cut like that. It just looked too clean.
No. Vince has been in the game for a very, very long time. He knows all the tricks. He knew how to get what he wanted the easiest.
It was pretty entertaining, and I gotta say, man, I mean, Kevin Owens has done it all now, correct? I mean, what hasn't he done?
He really seems like he's their guy.
And think about how long he was wrestling for in the independent circuit. You don't see people have this kind of opportunity. After he was in the independent circuit for about 15 years, and then he finally made it. And can you imagine, like, Vince McMahon? Not everyone gets to work with Vince McMahon. That's incredible.
I feel like that's basically the, like, seal of approval.
Yeah, he officially, like, done it all. What else hasn't he done? He wrestled Cena, and Cena put him over. Remember, he won that first match clean. That was a good match. Him and Cena worked good together. That was a good feud.
I will say Cena always says he gives guys the opportunity to show him up, but few people can. And everyone always thinks he's full of crap, but then guys like AJ come along and KO come along, and they prove that you can get over on John Cena. Even The Miz, to some degree, did it.
The Miz is fantastic, man. I'm loving what's going on with The Miz, man. He is just absolutely fantastic, man.
Yes.
Did you catch Raw on Monday?
I caught Raw on YouTube.
Okay, so you saw the whole Shield thing that happened?
I saw what that bogus crap was.
At the end,
Even
they all ran
somebody even
each
joked
other.
that it was like a Marvel after credit scene.
How tacky, how corny was it? It was freaking corny as hell, man.
It was like, oh crap, we forgot to set this up. Let's have them do this real quick.
I like Sheamus and Cesaro with the Miz. I think that's a nice combination right there.
That's better than freaking the Mr. Raj.
But I like the Miz to Raj. It's like it's a funny look with them.
I do like that, but I feel like Sheamus and Cesaro are on that same level of arrogance as the Miz.
Yeah, and they have a more respectable skill level in ring. I mean, they are better in the ring, but I mean, on top of that, the people respect what they do. I don't think they'll ever break those guys up. Those guys are fantastic together.
It's true.
Absolutely fantastic together. Did you hear about
who would have thunk it?
You heard about the Young Bucks getting a cease and assist?
I did. That is their own fault.
Because they showed up, right?
They should have never showed up. Because as entertaining as it was, look what happened. House full of shirts they can't sell now.
Yeah, if you go to Pro Wrestling Tees, where you can actually buy this T-shirt, just search DJ Delz. There'll be a link in the description box. If you go to Pro Wrestling Tees, that's where the Young Bucks sell all their merch. What they did was, instead of them doing the Too Sweet now, they edited it, and it's like this. If you look at all their photos, they're like this. All the cartoons and stuff. They don't do the Too Sweet. They do this. It's pretty funny. So yeah, they're not screwed, but they actually came out with a T-shirt where it says cease and desist, and it has them doing this, but it has like censored here, like on the hands, and then also where it says Too Sweet, it's censored out too, which is pretty awesome.
That's amazing.
And it's the top selling shirt on that site within 9 hours. It was the top selling shirt.
I'm going to see people wear that shirt to a WWE event.
I'm sure people will, man. I'm sure people will. Anything else you want to speak about before we go?
I think it's pretty cool that they're doing a Starcade event.
Yeah, it's good, but the only thing that sucks is it's the same day as WrestleCade.
That's why they did it, and you know that's why they did it.
Yeah, I think that's why they did it. But WrestleCade is crazy this year. Have you been checking out some of the stuff they got going on?
I've not had a chance to check it out, unfortunately.
They just announced this. Check this out. You can have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity with Mick Foley and Terry Funk together with a barbed wire baseball bat at WrestleCade. You can take a picture with Mick Foley and Terry Funk with the barbed wire baseball bat. For ECW fans, like hardcore wrestling fans, that's pretty crazy. If you get to meet both of them, that's pretty interesting. They have a lot of interesting stuff going on. Christian is going to be there. Let's see. Sergeant Slaughter is going to be there. They have this thing, this is pretty funny. I talked about this with Franchise Kicks. Shout out to Franchise Kicks. I talked about this last week. They have Marty Jannetty and Brutus the Barber Beefcake doing a dual sign / photo opportunity where you can relive when Shawn Michaels. I'm a little older than you, so do you know about like how the Rockers broke up with Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty?
See, I've heard it. I've not witnessed it.
So Shawn Michaels, right? Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, they were a tag team, the Rockers. They were super popular back in the days, like in the 80s. And What happened was they had this thing, Brutus the Barber. Have you ever heard of Brutus the Barber? So he had this thing where it was like the barber shop. And it was kind of like Piper's Pit or Ms. TV. So they would have interviews and stuff like that. So they had the Rockers there. And then Shawn Michaels super kicks Marty Jannetty, his teammate. And he goes through the glass window and shit. So they're making this whole like thing where you can like relive that, and like you could take video of you like kicking Marty Jannetty or some shit. Well, while you have Brutus the Barber with his head shear, like he's got like these big shears and stuff like that. It's pretty funny, but they have that there. You could do that. They have all these interesting, funny things this year. So it's going to be an interesting time. I'm definitely going to try to make it out to that on the day after Black Friday, that is. You got tons of people that are over there. So, but yeah, man, that's about it to talk about. I think we're going to close this show out right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Nate Serpent, tell them where they could find you. Excuse me.
You can find me right here in YouTube land by going to youtube.com/Nate Serpent. Serpent is spelled SERPANT. And also you can find me at Nate_Serpent on Twitter and Instagram. That's about it.
And you can find me here at the Delz Show. Subscribe here. You can also find my sneaker channel, The Sneaker Addict, and that is over at The Sneaker Addict on YouTube. I have my Sneaker Addict t-shirts. Definitely pick one up. Show love. You can get that over at prowrestlingtees.com/DJ Delz. That will be linked in the description box below. And we will definitely be back for the next pay-per-view prediction show. We are taking a little bit of a hiatus from the weekly shows, but once in a while we may do one still. It's just that schedule-wise, you got 3 guys, and we've been super busy right now. Life's going on, so we got to take care of business first and have fun later. So hopefully we will get back to a regular schedule once it gets – definitely by the summertime, we'll have more free time, I would assume. But we're going to try to do as many shows as possible. Please leave your comments. If you have nothing to say, hit us with some emojis. Just leave something in the comment box. It helps the algorithm out with YouTube. Everything is like with the computers now, and if a lot of people leave comments and like the videos, they'll recommend our show to more people. So if we get tons and tons of views, we may even be forced to just do these videos all the time. So definitely show that love, and thanks for watching. We appreciate you, for real, right?
For sure.
For sure. Peace.